ever get the feeling that today's not your videoing day? Third time's the charm, right? Hello, this is Belinda Aussie Stitcher coming to you on this 23rd of April 2019. Really hope you had a great Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, really hope you had a great time with family. Yeah, we had a great time. We had a 60th to go to on Good Friday, and so we went to that. And of course, the weather decided to go from hot to needing aircon to freezing ass cold in the space of one day. So we were sleeping in a camper trailer and it was cold. And I came prepared. We had sleeping bags, warm clothes, the works for to sleep, but it was still cold. Especially, and it probably wouldn't have bugged us so much, but we went from 36 degrees during the day to 18 at night to 19 degrees during the day and 7 degrees at night. Bit of a shock to the system. I'm coming back to you a bit late than I was. We've just been busy. We're on school holidays. The kids are watching a movie because goodness knows I cannot seem to film without any kids at any point in time. Last week of school holidays, Michaela ended up really sick with a really bad migraine / virus, and ended up having a night in hospital that same week. So that happened on the Monday or the Tuesday. The Friday we drove down and did a day trip to Perth, which is like a 5-hour drive there and back. Sophie had appointments. She had to do with her foot, and she's now doing toe exercises and has to massage it, because if this is her foot I should say, and this is her toe, this is the toe that got broken and had the bone infection in it. It now sits like that. So they're thinking if she did exercises and massage the scar, it will release some of the tension and her foot will go back down. They're also a bit concerned when they did an x-ray that so in here is her toe bit that was actually infected. That's like white, almost B52, whatever, that really bright blue, white. And that's not normal. And that can either mean two things. Either the bone infection is still there, or the infection has and does change the density of the bone, and that's now what it's going to look like. Upsize of that is that she had a CT scan last week to see if the infection is there. Because we did it on the Wednesday in a more local hospital, which was only a 2-hour drive, we couldn't get the results straight away, because then it had to get transferred to Princess Margaret. That was the old hospital, the children's hospital. Then their doctors have to review it and let us know. We're still waiting, because in that time, it's been Easter. She has a lot more other appointments anyway, so if we don't hear soon, but we're going into this that she's got the infection, and I've been busy cooking and planning because we're heading into seeding to try and make life easier, because we're not really sure what treatment could be, whether it's simple as taking more antibiotics, whatever. Like, plan for the worst, hope for the best kind of thing. We also discovered that the growth joint in here, the infection's damaged it. So her toe will never grow as well, which is why it's actually shrunk. It's not as what we thought was disformed. It was just how her toe was positioning in one of her x-rays. It's the fact that the growth plate has been destroyed. So the one in here will grow, and the one, I don't know, a bit down here will grow, but the one that's just in here won't. At the end of the day, it's a toe. Unfortunately, we also got told that if we don't fix if the infection is still there and they can't fix it, then there's a good chance Sophie could lose her toe. They said it's unlikely. When I say a good chance, like if they can't fix it, then but they also said it's unlikely due to Sophie's age and health. Like there's so many other options they can do first. Of course, telling that to a 12-year-old immediately shut her down, and that was the end of Sophie all the way home. She was quite concerned. I think she's got to the point at the stage, it's her toe, whatever, deal with it, and we'll move on. Oh my goodness, that was a whole lot of rambling for 5 minutes. Okay, giveaway. We had I had 15 enter into Titania, Queen of the Fairies, and you have to trust me that I did this. I basically just said to the kids, pick a number between 1 and 15 and make sure you agree on it. They went, yep. They picked number 5, and my number 5 is Gemma R. So Gemma R, you're the lucky lady to win this. I will have my email down below, but I'm also on Instagram under Aussie Stitcher. The Peridot Fairy is my little pic, because I don't do my face. So if you would like to either message me there, yeah, I just need your address so I can send you this. Congratulations. I had 6 people wanting this one. The thread one, again, I just asked the kids, pick a number between 1 and 6. The number they picked was 3, and it's the Slovak farm Laura Reed. What I will also do is put the winners' names down below, so if I've absolutely butchered your name, at least you then know that you still won something. Again, I am on YouTube, I'm on Instagram as Aussie Stitcher. I am the Peridot Fairy. I will also put my email address down, or the one that I use for stitching. Please give me your address and I will send these out. Be warned, I live on a farm and I go to town, would like to say once a week, but kids sports has started up, which means we have training 3 times a week. One day for netball, 1 day for Aussie rules, because Michaela and William are doing Auskick, and 1 for junior hockey, and then Saturdays, the whole day is at sport. So, congratulations, Gemma R and Laura Reed. Yay! And thank you for all the new subscribers. I am slowly ticking away towards the 1,500 mark, which is about 1,000 more than I really ever thought would come to this. So I'm planning another little giveaway when I reach that number. But thank you so much for all the new comments. Thank you so very much for the new subscribers, the likes, yeah, it's been really pleasant. Like, it's, considering how crappy some of my days have been, it's just been like that, oh, I got a new comment, and it's just made that little moment a little bit happier. Which brings me to another note. I would like for you guys to let me know if you, one of the viewers, have a Flosstube channel or a cross-stitching channel, however you want to call it. Leave down below, like, yes, I do. Or if you don't, if you think there's someone out there that I need to watch, put the name down. I would like to see how many people that watch me that I don't realise have a channel. Also, please be warned, there has to be like a little thing. If all 1,200 and something of you have a Flosstube, I'm not going to watch you all in a week. So by next week, you won't go, oh, she didn't watch me. I will get around to it eventually. 4 kids, school holidays, sport, you name it, life's busy. But I would like to add new subscribers to me, and I would like to watch the people that watch me. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. There was something else I was going to say. Nah, gone. It'll come to me. Now that we're 10 minutes in, let's go to whips. And we're back. Husband rang, needed to sort out some parts for him. Yeah, gonna be one of those videos. The last project I was working on during my last filming that I didn't show was the purple conversion of Myranalis red, and that conversion was done by Stitchin Mommy at blogspot.com. I'll write that down because I just butchered that. She also did a green conversion and a blue conversion, so it's well worth looking out for. So here is my previous pick. And here is where I got up to. And basically I just did that black. I think I had to do X amount of stitches, either in dark stitches or black or something for magical stitches, because they are still ruling my life. This is done on 32 count opal in Silver Springs by Colour Cascades. I'm finding the little bits here and there, doing it from this is helping. I'm finding really hard to stitch on the conversion. I don't think I'm ever going to be that person that changes a whole chart and changes colours. It stresses me too much. So, you know, even though I can see what it's done, because I would have put in a pic of what it looks like, it's different to the picture, the original, and it just does my head in. Then Homeboy came out, and I think it was stitched 500 stitches on 2 whips that were shouting for you. And basically I just chose 2 whips that I hadn't worked on because they're shouting, because they haven't been worked on. So one of them was Rapunzel by Myranalis, and I started this just after I got this when it came out. I got it for Iona because she was so, and still is, into Rapunzel. This is my before pick. And there we go. This is my after. This is stitched on 32 count opal, Fairy Wears Boots by Colour Cascades. And I just did in her hair and dress. And is that the right way? No. That's the right way. And I think I used the thing like in 3 years I had done very little, so of course she's screaming out because she needs to be worked on. And for whatever reason, she's one of the few Myranalis that when you start in the centre, there's a lot of colour changes, and that's hard. Like normally Myranalis are just these chunks of colours and you can get lots done. That one isn't. The other one I worked on was Birthstone Dragons, and that was because I used it because the dragon was half done and she's screaming to be finished. So this is my before pic. Necklace is attached, and this is my after, and I've got February done. Yay! Lots and lots of backstitch. Now, this nearly very closely became a UFO because I'm one of those weird people that highlight my charts, and after I highlighted my chart, I could not see. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. If I try to edit that out, I will delete my whole movie. So basically what I've learned is I've got to photocopy the chart so that I can see the black lines to backstitch, because as I said, this nearly became a UFO. I was like, I'm done. Can't see it. It's so frustrating. Comes out so beautiful. This is done on 32 count in Elsa by Chromatic Alchemy in the UK. But once I got over my little tantrum and worked out the solution, we were fine. Last week was, you could either shop at different shops at Hogsmeade and earn 2 points each, which gives you an additional extra points, work 1,000 stitches at one shop on one project to make your life easier, or you could have stayed back at the school and stitched 1,500. I just decided to stitch on one project, and I decided to stitch 1,000, and luckily I did, because it took me nearly the full week. Actually, it did take me the full week. It took me to Sunday afternoon to finish after starting Monday afternoon. So here is my before pic. Of Touching Autumn Sky. And here she is now. Hopefully you could see that. Bring it in. Let's fold it up. Oh, I love stitching on this. She would be. This is stitched on Dying for Cross Stitch, Joberlin 28 count with no name. So I've reached the corner and I've stitched up, sorry, and all this bit's done. Basically I photocopied the chart because the chart is for going to someone else. So don't ask for it, please. And so I've basically finished what I would call page 1, and I'm on to page 2. So next month in Mirabilia May, that I'm doing mainly Mirabilia May, let's get my words correct, that Lorna the Ladybird stitcher did last year. And someone else might have started it, but I only heard it from Lorna. Lorna can correct me if someone else had done it, or she was the genius that thought it up. So she'll get 10 days, because I would like to, you know, this is an aim for a finish this year. So I will come across here to the end, which is not that much, and then come down, do her shoes and that, and then I'll be basically on the last page, or what I would consider the last page for this, from my photocopying. But just so happy with it. It's been a real joy to stitch on it. And the last one, whip, coffee. is my 90-day challenge that I'm doing on Full Coverage Fanatics, run by AnneP, and that is Outback Storm, charted by Heaven and Earth, photographed by Jeff Pritchard. This is my before pic. And this is my after. Doesn't look like much, does it? But I've got a page finished, and I've started this page, which means I'm near the top. One more page to go and I'll be up. So I have been stitching in here. Like, this is where I am. So this is where I need to eventually get to. And this is where I am. So I have made the decision that once that top page is done, so that's what it looks like. Looks better when you see it all together. And then we'll go, and then I've still got all this. So, there we go. Doesn't that look fantastic? So when I'm finished here, I think I'll go back and do these little half pages until it's all the way across, just to double check that it's all going to fit. And it should, because I usually add a couple of inches to what I think I need just to be on the safe side. And that is all my whips. I'm not going to, which is what I just remembered I was going to say before, I'm not going to be saying Flosstubes anymore, because I forget to write them down, I get the names wrong, I just blankly forget some people. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a Jessie Marie and just write down on the bottom who I've watched, and over time, if I've gone, oh, that's right, I've watched that person, I will just add it to that list from the previous week that I've watched. And then, like, from today onwards into my next video, I'll try and keep a track. Yeah, I just always felt guilty afterwards, especially if I got someone's name wrong, which happens often. Or I forgot someone who I really wanted to mention, but because I hadn't written it down, I completely forgot. So that's what I'm going to do. For stash buying, I happened to be lucky enough when Emily C, Eclectic Possessions, were posting her mummily bags, and I scored this one. Just beautiful. And she messaged me and said, you know, it costs the same for 2 bags as it does to one in postage. Would you like me to make you one? And I'm like, oh yeah, like for the same, you know, cost that this one. I did buy it, it wasn't a gift or anything. And she showed me a whole heap of fabric, and I went, oh, surprise me, you know, whatever. She asked for my favourite colour, and boy, guys, did she nail it. Emily, I don't think you watch me, but you're one talented lady. Your way that you can put colours together, I just love this. Oh, just love it so much. If you're, and this, I could almost have a bag of this. This is just stunning. If you're wanting one, you can go into a special giveaway that Emily is running if you would like to check out her channel. It's a special a very special giveaway. So head over and have a check out of her channel. But yeah, and that's it. That is it. I don't feel like it's it. But that's it. I think it's because I'm looking at the time and I'm like, gee, I did that really. No, you still got 10 minutes of chatting beforehand. So I really do hope you have a great day and a great week until I see you next time. Thank you again for all your subscribers, likes, comments. It's been a blast. And remember, if you do have a Flosstube video and you don't think I've watched you or know about you, leave it in the comments so I can follow you and watch you. Just also be warned that if there are 1,000 of yous all go, yep, I do, I'll be slow getting around to seeing you all. Have a great time. Just enjoy your stitching. See you later.